Hello everybody, my name is Jin, and welcome to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a game about meeting your boyfriend's folks for the first time. Amazing. It has multiple endings. Alright, cool. So we click bold text, click red text, and click green text to make a choice. Click the gray text to make choices without moving away from the page. Okay. Click the red text. Red text to eavesdrop. Ooh. Bold text is to reveal, and green text to make a choice. Oh, okay, interesting. Not bad. Alright, let's get this Thanksgiving started. Back in high school, you skipped class to go to an aquarium with this guy from English. You never really talked to him after that. It didn't go so well. You don't think about it all the time, or anything, but it was the first proper date you went on. Okay, so we have two choices here, right? We have never really talked to him, didn't go well, or we have a proper date. Let me see. Let me read this red text. You saw each other at school afterwards. It went okay, but nothing special. Okay, let's see the proper date. There was no point hanging out if he wasn't into you. Anyways, that's done with. What happened after? That's the important stuff. But don't think about that. What matters is now. You're 21. It's dark in here. 5 hours since Austin, and you're in open country. Occasionally lit up billboards blur past, advertising, immigration lawyers, and outlet scores, and evangelical churches. I can't speak, I don't know that word. You're in the passenger seat, silent, while Tommy drives. You okay, Cassie? His soft drawl jolts you out of your thoughts. Maybe it'd be better to pretend to sleep, or reassure him that you're okay. Yeah, of course, you're okay. You know what, let's reassure him. I don't want to pretend to sleep. I like to be responsive. Of course, you're okay. Of course. Luckily, you're better at pretending out loud than pretending in your head. Last year, he went home for Thanksgiving and you stayed in your college dorm. This year, he insisted you come along. Let's see what he says. I cannot stand the thought of you being by yourself. Seriously, I'll stay here with you if I have to, but I'm not letting you get in that state again. It wasn't like you could tell him about Dad's arrest, and you technically being a missing criminal and all, but it wasn't as bad as he made it seem. Just that you didn't want to leave your room, or talk, or be awake. Okay, we got some stuff going on. Some background information, this is really important. Okay. You didn't want to go, but he talked to you around. And well, now, you're on your way. Alright, let's see what this says. You're almost looking forward to the whole thing. Okay, we're on our way. Tommy draws to a halt at a gas station, and you wake up a little. There's a conversation about majors. He's in pre-med. You're going for philosophy. You're doing pretty well, and considering everything, you could be doing a lot worse. Well, you could be doing a lot worse, and, you could be doing a lot better. There's always that end of the spectrum that everyone's on as well. Alright, let's see what philosophy is. Oh, chemistry. We're revealing that. And we're not doing well. We're actually having some trouble, which is, that's rough for everyone. Everyone struggles in college. Don't think you're alone. Seriously. Everyone has their own struggles, even though they might think that, you look at someone, they're like, oh yeah, they're doing great in the class and stuff, but you never know. In the background, they could always be struggling and they just don't show it. So keep that in mind. You aren't alone in college. Everyone else is there struggling with you. It just depends how people present it. After a while, Tommy's words blur with the quiet music, and you don't even have to pretend to sleep. Tommy's climbing out of the car, and there's talking and laughing outside. Ooh, eavesdropping. You drag yourself out onto the dimly lit drive. Time to get that smile going. Aw, it's rough, isn't it? Alright, let's see what they have to say. There's a sound of him protesting that he's okay, Dad. Stop fussing. Yeah, of course, I'm eating right. Then a murmur from his mom saying she's desperate to meet you. Okay, so we're at the parents' house now. Tommy's dad hugging him, and his mom's peering through the dim light towards you. Blah, I cannot read today. Casey, she calls out. Oh my word! I don't know what kind of accent I'm giving her. Come here and let me take a look at you. Your palms prickle, knees weak, arms are heavy. Mom, spaghetti on your sweater already. Come on, you used to be able to meet new people, no problem. You should have done your homework before heading out here. Casual, like the aw shucks thing Casey normally goes for, or the polite Texan college kid. All sir and ma'am? Ooh, that's a good choice. When you meet someone new, do you want to go casual to like say like, hey, I'm chill and stuff, or do you want to be respectful and be like, Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. If it were me, I'd say... Well, there's the thing with being called sir and ma'am. Is like, if you just call someone that, did they feel old? I feel like if I was called sir, I feel old. But casual. To make everyone be like, haha, yeah, you're cool. Or you're like, not nervous or anything. All right, you know, let's go for sir, ma'am. I like to be polite. You know, especially when you first meet them, or significant others, relatives, it's always nice to be formal until they become more comfortable with you. At least that's what I think. You come forward to shake Miss Lewis's hand. Thank you so much for inviting me, Miss Lewis. She gives you this look. Oh, what kind of look? Narrow and searching. And did you do something wrong? Maybe you should have said something else. Maybe you're dressed wrong. Maybe she thinks you're not good enough for her son. Aw, that's so sad. Oh, you should. I mean, I get it. It's very nerve-wracking when you go meet someone, and first impressions are very important. But man, you have this whole reevaluation situation going on through your head, like whenever like someone just doesn't accept the way you first impressionate them. I don't know, but I mean, it's tough. Yeah. Mr. Lewis finally releases Tommy. That's Officer Lewis to you, Casey. He says, laughing like it's a joke. Oh, officer. All right. Officer Lewis. She's a cop. Oh, okay, that makes sense. You messed up. Why did you never ask Tommy what his mom did for a living? Dad might have been arrested all the way across the country, but that doesn't mean the cops can't find you. You're never safe. You're so stupid. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we gotta play this cool. Oh god, she's watching your face. Maybe she recognizes you. Everyone said you always look like Dad. Maybe she sees him in your eyes and even in the shape of your jaw. Why is there a timer? So, how was the trip? Of course. Yes, you need to act normal. You can do this, sure. The trip was great, or maybe it could have gone better. It was great. It was fantastic. Oh my god. 2 seconds left to respond to that. Oh, how can you throw a curveball like that? I wasn't ready for the time. Whew. Oh, my heart. Well, haven't you got good luck, Christine says. Christine, that's Miss Lewis, right? Or Officer Lewis, the cop, right? I guess so. Tommy, how about you come help me with the bags? Mr. Lewis booms jovially that you shouldn't have to drag things out in the dark and starts to steer you indoors. But Christine's murmuring something to Tommy. Oh god, do I want to eavesdrop? Do I want to know? Do I want to know? Oh, I kind of want to know, but I don't. You know, maybe it's better not to know. Maybe it is better to know. Maybe it's not better to know. I'm gonna ignore it. The warm, bright indoors smell of coffee and something sweet cooking in the oven. Mr. Lewis shows you where everything is. And of course, you must make yourself at home. Of course you must. Tommy laces his fingers with yours. We're a little tired, Dad. It was a long trip. I did not give him the voice I had before. I'm just reading this like normal. Okay, sometimes I forget voices I give people. Alright, good-natured complaint from his parents. Part of you wants to go upstairs right now, even if you can't bury your head under a pillow and wait out the holiday. But what would Dad say if you didn't stay downstairs and do your homework on this family? Do your homework on this family? Are you researching your boyfriend's family? Are you interrogating him, like asking questions? What is this homework assignment about that has to deal with his family? Well, can't you just go upstairs and just do your homework? Isn't that not an option as well? If I stay downstairs though, I might get interrogated more, but if I go upstairs... Ah, gosh. Part of me wants to go upstairs, because then I can hide away, but if I go downstairs and do homework, everyone's gonna question me, and it's gonna be really awkward. Yeah, because then the dad might be like, whoa, where do you think you're going? You just got here! I'm gonna go upstairs. A flurry of activity, tramping up the stairs, downstairs, sorting out bed clothes. Finally, it's quiet. Tommy's room's small and partially packed, with stacks of boxes filling up half of it. The window is clear, and the pictures and posters still line the wall next to the bed. So we still have boxes, we have windows we can look out of, and we have pictures and posters. Let's look at pictures and posters. Most of the wall is covered with a constellation map, and multicolored pictures of space are pasted all over the place. Postcards of bands too, ones you don't recognize. Tommy grins and touches one of them. My friend Max was in this one, he says. Green hair, nose piercing, the works. She's training to be a lawyer now. He turns to contemplate the bed, with a pale yellow Corvette coverlet. Oh my god. They set up a mattress besides it, along with a mountain of pillows. So, Tommy says, gesturing vaguely, you want the bed or the floor? I'm okay with whatever. Well, Let's be real. The guy should always offer to take the floor because you gotta be a gentleman. If a lady or your significant other is staying over, you wanna make them as comfortable as possible. You sleep in that bed practically your whole life, and if they're a guest, you might as well, let them live a little bit and enjoy the night and make them comfy, You don't want them to wake up with back pain being like, oh, I didn't sleep that well last night, and then you have to like apologize in the morning. But it's just like, it's kind of courteous. So I guess since I'm the guest of honor, of course, I will gladly take the bed. You take off your shoes and perch on the edge of the bed. Getting changed feels odd, even though you've undressed in front of him hundreds of times. Once you're in, Tommy smiles up at you from the mattress. Mind if I come up? Though you've calmed down a little, being here is still putting you on edge, so maybe it would help, but maybe you're not in the mood. Man, what's happening? Yeah, let's have him come up, because I feel like, oh, well, if I'm not in the mood, maybe it would help. Maybe it would help. It's a squeeze to fit, but no more than you've dealt with before. He's warm against you and puts an arm over your chest. It'll be great tomorrow, he says, his voice blurring and his breath on the back of your neck. Tomorrow. Oh, so he's giving you some cuddles. He's giving you some comfort, which is nice. Very nice to have comfort. Your mind starts to wander, but with Tommy so warm beside you, it can't run too far. You sleep. There you go. You don't have your mind racing. I guess if you chose the other option, you would have like insomnia, where your mind is racing your thoughts. But maybe that would like help plan out events for tomorrow, like thinking what you could do, what options you could say. I don't know. You sleep. You need a good night's rest. Sleep. Ding dong! Crash! Oh God, what happened? Got the door! Kids' high voices and stamp up the stairs. Maybe you should get on the mattress to look respectable, or maybe you want a little more rest. Let's look respectable. You shove the quilt and set up on the mattress like you spent the whole night there. Seconds before a cluster of kids stampede into the room. Tommy, squeals one of the smaller girls, and she jumps up and down on his feet. Shouldn't it be on her feet? I don't know, if she wants to use that pronoun, sure. I'm not here to judge. Whoa, easy there! He groans before surfacing, looking ruffled but cheerful. The girls point at you. Who's that? Tommy grins. Well, maybe Casey can make the introductions. You haven't hung out much with kids, but surely they're like adults, right? They're just tiny adults. Or maybe every adult is just a really large kid. I don't know. But surely they're adults. Be friendly, and they'll even I can't speak. Be friendly, and then they'll like you. Or maybe it'd be better if you didn't form too many attachments here. Ooh, I'm gonna be friendly. I'm a nice person. Friendly, please. The name Casey's starting to get on your nerves, but you smile and do the cheerful thing, asking about all their names, though you really don't pay attention, and eventually they file out. A trivial. And you even try to remember them. Okay, at least you made an attempt to try. They file out. Sorry about that, Tommy says. They are way too excitable. You dress and freshen up in the bathroom, and Tommy leads you to the breakfast room. Wait, Tommy, why didn't you lock your door, my guy? Why? We could have been doing like some sexy, mexy things in there. And then like people would have busted in like, Tommy, I got dinner ready. And like everyone's like, oh my God, what the heck's happened? Or like dad busts through like the Kool-Aid man. And he's like, what are you doing in this room? Kind of thing. You gotta lock the door. Privacy is #1 priority. Come on. Christine and Mr. Lewis. Turns out his name is Jeff. Jeff Lewis and Christine Lewis. Very nice. While still around serving coffee, and a big group of old folks clustered around Vera. Tommy's great aunt and Tommy's cousin and his wife are Brendan and Angela, and a whole bunch of kids here for the day to see this branch of the clan. One of the girls, Lila, is busy dragging around Vera's retriever, who looks as long-suffering as any old dog in a room full of people. Oh, old dog. Man, that's so cute. Pet the dog. Where's the option to pet the dog? Coffee tastes sweet and sharp. Tommy's getting cooed over. He gently pulls you forward, and surely you can get over yourself. But you're not even shy, really. You can deal with it. Or maybe you're not up to it. Maybe I'm not up to it. But like, it's kind of hard because when you're surrounded by people you don't really know, you're like in this environment where you're like with your significant other and you're like surrounded by relatives and you're like, oh, this is kind of awkward. I don't know how to interact with all of you guys. Or like, I'm kind of like nervous because I don't know what to say. You're like, am I really in the mood to introduce myself to everyone? Maybe I'll go for the, I'm not up to it. I'm not up to it. You stay quiet, saying what needs to be said and keeping back from the hubbub. But still, it shouldn't be rattling you like this. Mr. Lewis, Jeff, beams at you as you lean against the kitchen island, and Lila sidles up to you. still dragging the dog. Don't worry about all the noise, she whispers. They're always like this. Oh, that's reassuring. Thank you, Lila. Very sweet of you. While Brandon's getting coffee, Christine grabs his arm and mutters something to him. And maybe it's better to listen to Jeff, who's trying to get Tommy's attention. Ooh. But like, that's a private conversation, but I don't know. Do I want to listen in? Do I want to know the secrets that they're talking about? Maybe Christine knows something about me. She knows who I am. She knows. She's just trying to play it off. But I don't like the eavesdrops too much, but okay, so maybe it's better to listen to Jeff. Now, Tommy, Jeff calls out, it would be just great if you and Casey could help us out at the grocery store. We'd love to get you to know... What? Wait, what? We'd love to get to know you better. Oh, Christine says, and her thin smile doesn't meet her eyes. Uh-oh. Something's wrong. There's no saying no, but you could be act enthusiastic, or maybe it's not worth it. Let's pretend to be enthusiastic. Yeah. But like, oh god, Christine has something against me, for sure. Her thin smile doesn't meet her eyes. Oh no, yeah, there's something up. Fine. Okay. Cheerful face. Jeff beams at you, as if he didn't really care how you feel. But Christine, you can't tell what Christine's thinking. You don't like to stare at her too hard, otherwise she might pay you too much attention. Who are you kidding? You're going out with her son. Of course she's paying you attention. Maybe you can make a good impression. Ah, here we go. Good impressions. In the car, Jeff asks you all sorts from the passenger seat as Christine silently drives. Surely he must know all this stuff from Tommy, but apparently hearing it from you is the done thing. Facts are okay. You met Tommy during orientation, and you asked him out right away. Let me see. Oh wait, does that mean if I reveal it, does that mean like the characters know? Like that I revealed the truth? Or is it saying that I revealed to reveal to myself? That is a good question. I'm not sure. Let's see. You met Tommy during orientation. You met Tommy when you got him as a roommate and you asked him out right away, and you were shy around him for ages. You know, that's fair. That's fine. You know, like sometimes people take a while to get the confidence to build up the courage to go ask out someone. It's tough, you know. Because everyone's afraid of the rejection. No one likes it, but you know, you don't want to get disappointed. You don't want to get your feelings hurt. It's fair. So you act like kind of shy, nervous, and you don't really initiate the move and stuff like that. It's fine. But when it comes to opinions, it's hard to remember what you've said and what you haven't, and what you've said to Tommy. Surely you've said to Tommy that the reason you chose chemistry is that you wanted to follow in Mom's footsteps. And surely he said he loves the woods, and you said you love the open country, and that you enjoy curling up with a good book. But then sometimes he glances at you, and Jeff just carries on talking, so you can't get a moment to think. You want to follow Mom's footsteps? You're an amazing high school teacher. Oh yeah. A good teacher can really help elevate your understanding of a subject, and also, you know, if you actually really enjoy working with that kind of material, because then maybe that'll open the gates for you for your future career. So it's really important to have good teachers. And you said you loved the open country, prefer morning trips to the pool to see the dawn, and that you can never sit still. Okay, that's fair. The grocery store is a low, long building on the edge of town, and the parking lot is packed with cars. Christine checks her watch and cuts Jeff off from his latest line of questioning. Dang, Jeff is like questioning me like this is an interrogation room. Jeff, you gotta calm down, man. Thank God Christine came in and was like, I'm chopping this sentence off right here. You're not saying no more. We're headed to the hardware store. You two, she says. Can you pick up the groceries? You got cash? Once they were out of earshot, Tommy slings his arm around your shoulder. Sorry about Dad, he says. He's just excited I'm bringing someone home. Pause. Hey, how did you sleep last night? You look a little distracted. Your mouth tastes a little dry from all the talking, but at least it's only him with you. You could be honest if you wanted, or maybe you don't. Ah, God, should you keep secrets from your significant other? That is a real question. I feel like, depending on the situation, or how private the matter is, maybe you want to keep it secret, but it's really nice to have trust with your significant other. So I think I might tell him I wanted to be honest. Your breath's coming okay, and the warmth of sleeping next to Tommy helped, but this whole thing is totally new, and you wouldn't call yourself comfortable right now. Oh, so we're still in a new relationship, I guess? I guess this is relatively new, and we're just dating around Thanksgiving. I thought we've been in a relationship for a little while. You can't tell him why his police officer mom, with her too knowing stare, makes your vision prickle with static. But you can't tell him it's weird being here, or that you hope you do okay in front of his family. But telling him about it won't fix it. brushing it off and spinning a lie would be easier. See, that's the thing, like, making a lie is easier, but like the repercussions might bite you back in the future again, you know? But I don't know. I guess you could say you hope you do okay in front of your family. It relieves a bit of tension in your chest. You rest his hands on the back of your neck for a second before you head into the store. That's good. Time leads you around. All you need to do is follow with the cart and take everything off the list. Yams, marshmallow, bourbon for Vera, extra tinfoil for the turkey. Out of the corner of your eye, you check the newspaper stand in case any of Dad's old friends have been caught. Nothing yet. Every so often, Tommy pauses to say hi to old neighbors and does the introduction thing. You wave and ask how they're doing. Eventually, you're at checkout. What do? You stay quiet while Tommy talks. Okay, that's fair. Eventually, you go to the checkout. Ahead of you is a middle-aged woman with a scraggy gray haircut having a quiet but heated disagreement with the teller. I'm sorry, ma'am. It's being refused. Oh my god, Tommy whispers. That's Miss Lane from the ranch. Should I give her some of our money? She looks like she's in trouble. He pulled out this 100 times. Surely you could tell if she's trying the same. Either way, Tommy's bound to take your advice, whether you step in or ignore what's going on. What does it mean by saying, surely you could tell if she's trying the same? Maybe, oh god, what is the choice of you could tell if she's trying the same? I don't know, I'm confused on that. Should we step in and help her? Because her card's being declined? Let's step in. You pluck a chunk of bills from Tommy and hand it over. Miss Lane opens her mouth, closes it again and says, oh my word, is that Tommy Lewis? You're so tall, and who's your friend? This is Casey, Tommy says, smiling and nudging your shoulder with his, Happy Thanksgiving, Miss Lane. Her lined, tan face flushes. You have no idea how much this means. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Lewis. No, not Miss Lewis. Miss Lane. I got them confused, my bad. She pushes her cart away, humming tunelessly. Tommy's face suddenly falls, and he surveys your groceries. We'll have to skip the bourbon, he says, but never mind. Thanks for doing that, Casey. Too many security cameras around to stash the bottle, so you'll have to just go with it and head outside. Oh, okay, we lost an item, but that's okay. I think it's better to help other people out. Christine and Jeff wait for you outside, bearing heavy bags. You got everything, Jeff calls out? And Aunt Vera's bourbon, right? Tommy glances at you. Not the bourbon. Miss Lane was in front of us, and she didn't have enough money in her account. Well, that's very nice of you, Jeff says in a tone clearly proceeding, but... Christine shakes her head, and as you follow them to the car, Tommy looks crestfallen. It was you who went for it, so maybe you should put it in a word. On the other hand, it was his idea, not yours. Stay out of it. Oh god, the situation's it's rough. You do a good activity, and then there's like always an expectation for someone else. Did she really need that bourbon? Huh? Why does she need that bourbon? Is she gonna get drunk at her Thanksgiving party? What the heck? Can't you drink something else? Or buy it for yourself? Why? What is going on? God. Maybe she's like an alcoholic and like she gets like really mad when she doesn't get her fix or something. Let me put in a word. It's Thanksgiving, you point out. When is it the time to be generous? If not the holiday? Christine says, and puts the radio on. Still, Tommy squeezes your knee and shoots you a smile. He leaves his hand there for the journey back. Oh, you're welcome. I got your back, Tommy. Don't worry about it. Your mom's not gonna bully you this time. Back at the house, the rest of the relatives are bustling around downstairs. Jeff and Christine shoo you out of the kitchen, and the relatives descend on Tommy, demanding who he wants to spend time with. Laughing, he glances at you. Oh, sweet. Oh, Tommy, you made my heart warm up. What would you like to do, Casey? All eyes are on you. Oh god. There's Tommy's great aunt Vera and the kids and Brandon and Angela, or maybe like some alone time. Man, that's rough. Everyone's just staring at you like, what should we do? And you're just like, I have no clue who any of you are, but I guess I have no clue. You're putting me on the spotlight. Oh gosh. Tommy's great aunt Vera. Oh my god, she's gonna like go ape shit on me, I swear, because I didn't bring her bourbon. I'm gonna have to sit down. She's gonna give me a whole lecturing on how that was her special bourbon and how her Thanksgiving's now ruined because I decided to help someone else. Maybe, wait, who's Brandon and Angela? I forgot who they are already. Or do I want to spend some alone time? Maybe I'll spend time with the kids, get to know the kids better. One of the boys punches the air, nearly taking out a bowl from the counter. Oh jeez, I got so excited. Tommy hurries him towards the door, and the others troop out behind you. They introduce themselves all in a jumble, though you remember the names anyway. To their bewilderment and delight, Stevie, Paige, Lila, Corey, and Mackenzie. Oh, that's great names. Mackenzie's the eldest, maybe 11, fast talking and fast moving, and pointing out the exact point she fell over when arriving this morning. Paige is the smallest, and Tommy holds her hand as you head out into the sunshine. We're going to the park, Tommy says over his shoulder to the group. Now let me just see. He bends to pick up a battered yellow frisbee from the porch and hands it to Paige, who meticulously examines it. The dog bit it, Lila tells her. Ew, gross. Tommy rolls his eyes at you and whispers to Paige. The road's quiet, and you quickly make your way to the edge of town and to the park. Why is so many secrets being held here? What is going on? Are they gonna abduct me and put me in jail? Is this what they're doing? They're trapping me right now? They're luring me into a sense of comfort, and then the mom's gonna bust out the taser and the handcuffs and being like, I know what you've done, Casey. I've got you red-handed. You're going to jail. But I haven't done this because I had to wait because it was the holidays and I didn't want you to feel bad. I don't know. I feel like something's going on. But what is Tommy telling Paige? Because Paige is like the youngest, right? Okay, well, let me... don't eavesdrop. I guess I could eavesdrop. Tommy rolls his eyes at you and whispers, isn't she silly to Paige? Who nods stoutly. Oh, thanks. That's cute. The park's quiet, too, though you pass the occasional dog walker and hassled-looking adult with a few screeching kids in tow. I hate the outside, Stevie says in a glum tone. What do you have against the outside, Stevie? It's great. You have the playground, you have air, and all the room you want to run around and yell in. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't do that inside. You trip and fall and you can bust your chin open if you fall and hit a table or something. That's terrible. The outside's way better. When you mention how you prefer to sit in coffee shops, he scuffs his shoes on the grass until Tommy leads you to an open space. I love the open country. Yeah, I love the open country. While the kids scatter, Tommy whispers, you don't have to pretend to them. Stevie won't care what you think about the outdoors. Hey, come over here. He throws a frisbee from one hand to the other. Can I tell you a secret, he says? I am terrible at frisbee, but I tell you who's good at it. Casey! Lila gives you a level stare. Go on then. I could take you. Ooh, Lila, alright. Getting cocky over here. You want to challenge me? You want to challenge all of this? All of this muscle? What are you talking about, Lila? I'm going to destroy you. Oh my god, by the end of the game, you won't even be coming home because you'll just be so decimated inside. You'll be emotionally hurt from how much I destroyed you in Frisbee. Oh my god, we're gonna have to carry you out in a body bag or something. I'm kidding. That game was so intense, it just knocked her off her feet. Stevie sighs and looks wistfully towards the trees. Do we have to run around? Can we sit a bit? Stevie, you do you, man. If you're not feeling it, sit down. Just take in the moment and live life, you know. A little way past the empty baseball diamond, the seven of you settle. Mackenzie and Stevie lying on their backs and watching the occasional clouds. You see that? That's a fish, Tommy says to Corey, pointing. That's you, Mackenzie says to Stevie, who giggles and says, no, it's you. They say it back and forth, over and over. Kids are ridiculously patient when they want to be. Yeah, kids have a lot of imagination and they got a lot of patience. Well, I wouldn't say patient. When they're like, when you're on the road trip and they're just like, hey, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Like 10 minutes later, Mom, are we there yet? It's like, oh, that's not patience. That's impatience. What do you see, Casey? Lila asks. The wind's getting up. If you make your eyes fuzzy, you can maybe see a bunny, though it's tennis. A dragon. A butterfly. Oh, it's multiple choices. It's multiple choices. How did I not know there's multiple choices? Oh my god, there's multiple choices? Oh, how long? Why did it take me so long? I'm 30 minutes into recording. How did I not know there was multiple choices? What? Oh my god, my perception of this whole game has changed. Oh my good god. Oh no. Okay, maybe I said dog. It's tennis. Tennis? I don't know how to say that. God, my whole perception has changed. A dog? Really? Lila says, not at all impressed. What kind of imagination is that? I see it, Tommy says, voice soft. He leans back and slings his arms over your shoulder. Oh. Thanks, Tommy. You're really reassuring. Mackenzie giggles behind her hand. Lila snorts and then gives you an appraising look. You're doing chemistry, right? I'm gonna study museums. Pause. Then, how come you're not at your own house today, Casey? Where are your parents? Oh no. We gotta make a lie for this. We gotta be careful. Tommy gives you an uneasy glance. You don't have to answer that, he tells you. Why? Why? Casey's story doesn't involve crime. or jail, or any of that. Usually you deflect those kind of questions, but sometimes you tell Casey's lie. What? Usually you detect those kinds of questions, though sometimes you tell Casey's lie. Whose perspective am I looking at right now? Let me tell a lie. You tell the grass under your feet that your parents need to sober up before you'll want to see them, and the kids sit around stunned in silence. No, you want to tell them that I took you after high school are both dead? Oh my god. Okay, we'll go for the first one. I don't want to say that both are dead, because that's just really weird. Right, Tommy says too brightly, scrambling to his feet. Who wants sodas? He bends to kiss your cheek, and his breath tickles your neck. We'll be back in a minute. Surrounded by the children, Tommy strides away from the play area, giving you space to think. Thank you. I need that time to think. This trip, you came here looking forward to it. If someone told you before that you and Tommy'd be hanging out with a bunch of his kids' relatives in a park, you'd have probably ignored them. Thinking about it now, the heat of the nearly noon sun is starting to drag your mind. Slower. Casey? Casey! Tommy's voice is sharp and fearful. There's only 4 children with him. Lila ran off and we didn't see where. His breath is ragged. I don't know what to do. There's no one around. Do you think you could, I don't know, do you think you could look or while I watch the others? Yeah, we'll go look for Lila. Jogging in the direction of the play area, Lila reminds you a little of yourself when you were little. Sharp-eyed, withdrawn, not a small con artist, of course, but there's similarities. Where would you go if you wanted to be alone? There's the bandstand, and under the climbing frame, war memorial, and a weird fountain you pass on your way. If I wanted to be alone, I guess I'd go for a weird fountain. I like water. Fountains made of geometric blocks stacked together in an unpleasantly gravity-defying way. The tiled floor is lined with small coins. You call Lila's name, but there's no answer. There's the bandstand, under the climbing frame, and some kind of war memorial. Maybe she's underneath the climbing frame. Your shoes scuff up besides the brightly colored climbing frame. When you duck to look under, a couple of teenagers spring apart guiltily. Do you mind? Oh wow, you guys are doing some weird stuff down there. Alright, let's go to the bandstand then. The bandstand's tall and ornately carved, but you were counting on there being a space beneath it to hide, and it goes right to the ground. The only creatures around here are the crows. Then Lila strolls from the direction of the memorial towards you. Oh, she was at the memorial? Why? I should have been there. Darn it. The one place I could have chosen, and I didn't get there. I thought someone would come quicker, she says, crossly, then sits on the bench, arms folded. She clearly has no intention of moving. Maybe guilt would work, or asking what's wrong, or pulling rank as an adult and simply ordering her to come with you. Let's ask her what's wrong. She scowls at the floor. I wanted to be by myself a bit, okay? Is that weird? Well, you were by yourself. You were at the memorial. And then, I literally couldn't find you, and now you're mad that I couldn't find you? But then you're mad that you wanted to be alone? Kind of confused. Getting mixed messages here, Lila. We had to move house, she says in a sort of growl. Mom and Dad got caught in with this creep who stole their money, and now they're angry all the time, and I hate it. Her voice trembles and a tear drops from her nose. She stumbles to her feet. Fine, we can go now. As soon as you're in sight, Tommy dashes to you and hauls Lila into a tight hug. She starts to explain, and he says, no, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'm just glad you're safe. Come on, let's go home. On the walk back, Tommy entwines his fingers with yours. His hands damp with nerves, and he keeps rolling his shoulders as if to free them from tension. Thank God you were here, he mutters and squeezes your hand so hard it aches. Back at the house, they're busting in preparation for lunch. The children scatter noisily, but Tommy hangs back. Just a second, he says. I need to speak to Brandon and Angela. More noises from the kitchen. Everyone's assembling to eat. The turkey smell is overwhelming throughout the house. Even the enchilada you scavenge from the kitchen tastes of it. Tommy leans against a kitchen island and watches you while he eats a salad sandwich. Aunt Vera is mostly occupied with her brothers and sisters, giving you the occasional speculative glance. The children are constantly coming to demand that you answer questions about things like your favorite color and animal. Brandon and Angela chat away with you and Tommy, asking how you're doing and making sure you're comfortable. Christine dips a serving spoon into a simmering pan of pumpkin soup and advances on you with it. Taste? Or would you like to try, Tommy? Let's have Tommy taste it. Tommy licks his lips. More pepper, he says after a moment. You always say that, Brandon calls over. Tommy just loves that soup, Christine says. What's your comfort food, Casey? Did your parents make you anything special when you were little? Ooh, alright, what's our comfort food? SpaghettiOs. There's plenty of lentils, shrimp jambalaya, burgers and fries. I don't. Oh god, I didn't have a chance to even read the prompt. Oh my god, that was so fast. Remember when we went out for Italian? Tommy says, "You love the spaghetti! The spaghetti!" So good. Christine nods and turns back to stir the soup. Why couldn't you get the words out? Lunch is starting to draw to a close. Oh my gosh, dude, that was insanely fast. Thank you, Tommy, for coming in. Lila and the rest of the kids are set for a movie marathon this afternoon, but there's Tommy's great aunt, Brandon and Angela, and Jeff and Christine invite you to hang out with them while they cook. You know, I don't want to be interrogated by them, but I also don't want to be rude by turning down their invite. Jeff and Christine, maybe I should hang out with... I still don't want to hang out with the great aunt because she's going to be mad that we didn't get her bourbon. She's going to be like, what the heck, guys? My bourbon! Start like flailing our arms around like that. Maybe we should hang out with them. We'll hang out with the parents for a bit, you know? We can't be rude. We did get invited over for Thanksgiving. Well, I got invited over as Casey over to hang out, you know, spend time with his family. So it would be rude not to at least talk to the parents for a little bit, all right? So I guess I'll hang out with them. The turkey's roasting in the oven, and Jeff starts chopping potatoes, while Christine fries bacon. Jeff hands you a knife for the yams. We're doing mashed yams with pecans, he says. Family tradition, get chopping. Tommy, grab the maple syrup, will ya? Chopping the yams, you get into a rhythm, while Jeff and Christine talk over Tommy's head about their friends and the schedule for the rest of the day. Christine glances towards you. Hey, Casey, where did you say you were from? You tell her Avondale, which may not be true, but for you, but it is for Casey. Oh, okay, so we tell her a location. It's not our real location, it's for Casey's location. I guess that's what I was trying to say. We're from Sweetwater. That sounds like a good name. I thought that was what Tommy said. I don't suppose you remember Officer Trimble. He's not going to remember your buddy. She's doing great. Could betray you. Oh my god, the time sequences are so fast. I had 5 seconds to read that whole prompt. There's no way I could have read anything about that. I don't know if my choice affected the matter of the outcome. Hopefully it didn't do that bad. Your mouth tastes dry, but you could do this. You could talk casually about Karen Trimble and how she's putting holy terror into the local teenagers. Oh, huh. She's actually retired last year, Christine says, the spatula still in her hand. I got a card. You start to say she can't leave the job behind when Tommy cuts in. I'll go grab some oregano from the garden, okay? The air's cool now, and as Tommy pulls you towards the herb garden, he says, I know you prefer things quiet. I'm sorry Mom's giving you the interrogation treatment. He leans towards you. You could kiss him, or give him a hug, or carry on with what you're doing. Let's give him a hug. He's warm against you, and for a moment, leans his chins on your shoulder. When he draws away, his teeth glimmer in a smile. Thanks, honey, Christine says to Tommy, giving him a peck on the cheek. So we return the oregano. It is confusing to me. Like, sometimes I feel like the perspectives are switching, even though they technically aren't. Oh, it's a little confusing. I don't know how you guys feel. Between her and Jeff ordering you around like a pair of sous chefs, you don't have much chance to talk. Slowly, the meal comes together, and the rest of the family starts to congregate. Dinner's up, Jeff bellows for the benefit of dawdling relatives upstairs. Brandon asks you for help setting the table, but Jeff says you're the guest of honor, so you shouldn't have to do anything. The table lies before you. Should you wait till Tommy's sitting, or take a seat? You know, I always like to try to help around if I can, but, you know, having a guest of honor treatment is just kind of weird, because it's like, oh, you're the guest of honor, you're special, and all that, but it's just like, I'm just a regular person, I just came here to enjoy time with you guys. And my significant other, of course. We'll wait. You stand at the edge of the table, trying to look like you're about to sit down while waiting for Tommy to finish setting out napkins and warm plates. He meets your eyes and gives you a small smile, and he probably realized what you were doing because he lays his hand on a chair and announces, me and Casey are going here, Dad. Can you grab a couple of glasses? You want a beer, Jeff calls? You don't normally drink alcohol, too little control, but maybe going along with what Jeff wants would be the thing to do. You ask for soda, and Tommy clinks glasses with you. Table's ready before you lies a feast. Ooh, okay, so We don't normally drink alcohol. We have too little control. Let's just ask for... I like how there's soda and then there's just Pepsi. There's no other option. You either get soda or you get brand Pepsi. There's no other option. You can't get any Coke products. We don't like Coke in this household. We only like Pepsi products, especially Pepsi itself. I normally would get water, but like, you know, it's a holiday. We might as well have some fun. We're going for the juice, baby. We're going for the juice. All right, let's have this feast. Green beans, mashed yams, sweet potato casserole with pecan topping, cornbread, pumpkin soup, glazed carrots. I don't know why I started to make that into a rap rhyme or whatever. That just sounded really broken, choppy. I apologize for that. Garlic mashed potatoes, squash soup. I bet you've never had a spread like this, Casey. Jeff booms. Oh my god, he booms it. He booms it. You haven't. Vera and the other great aunts and uncles have clustered together and are having a chat about the sunsets over Las Vegas. Though the rest of the kids have been packed off to their parents for dinner, Lila's still here, sitting between Brandon and Angela and surreptitiously feeding the dog breadsticks. Christine bears down, carrying the huge turkey and carbs. What did you do for Thanksgiving over in Sweetwater? Jeff asked as he passed Christine a cornbread platter. Thanksgiving rituals feel odd, so you keep it generic. Luckily, he gets distracted lecturing Vera on the casserole flavor, so you can keep focused. The talk surges on. Dessert is a vast apple pie with ice cream, and the table's even louder. Brandon's had a few glasses of wine, and has got to the stabbing finger for emphasis stage. He turns a wobbly gaze to you. So what we've all been wondering, Casey, is if you'd ever want kids. Oh, the age-old question. Every time. Guys, when are you gonna get kids? Are you gonna have kids? When are you gonna get married? It's always the same thing everyone goes through with. Christine leans forward, resting her chin on her hand and eyeing the two of you. Oh, she's expecting an answer. She's like, oh, I want to hear the right answer. I want to hear the right answer, Casey. No wrong answers here. You're going to jail. I know what you've done. Come on, say the right answer. That's right. Get out jail card right here. Say the right answer, Casey. Tommy grips your arm tight but says nothing. Lila puts her head on one side. Yeah. Why do you want to have kids if your parents are, like, drunks or whatever? Silence. Ooh. Anyway, Brandon says, you didn't answer the question. How to even begin the answer? Yes, and Tommy might think you're coming on too strong. No, and he might think you're disappointed. Maybe, and you look like you're scared of commitment. Ooh, that's kind of rough because I don't know. They said we don't really know Tommy for that long, so. But I guess it's more of opening up about your preferences. Like, hey, I do want kids in the future. Maybe it's with you, maybe it's someone else if this relationship doesn't work out. Or maybe you're just saying like, no, I want to live my life personally, and maybe down the road your decision might change. I guess you could say yes, but like if you reply yes, does that mean like you could be like, I want kids but like not right now kind of thing? Like, yes, I want kids in the future, just not at this very moment or within the upcoming like few years kind of thing. I'll say yes. The words stick in your throat worse than usual, and your fork clinks against your plate. Tommy nudges his foot against yours under the table. Well, Jeff says, I think it's great that you're studying something you're passionate about, especially taking inspiration from your teacher like that. Marvelous, Vera says, nodding with approval. Jeff beams. Whoa. Wait, so they just completely blew off my answer of saying yes. They didn't like even respond. They were like, oh, how many? They were just like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, you like chemistry? That's great. I love that you got inspiration from your teacher. They just like blew my question out of the water. Did not even respond to it. What are you beaming about, Jeff? Now, how about we have a toast, Casey? Why don't you do the honors? Last time you made a toast was in this weird conference where you and your dad were pulling a job on a CEO. Here's to family. Here's to Thanksgiving. Here's the honesty. Here's the gratitude. Here's the love. Here's the hospitality. We'll say here's the family. But wait, what if they start questioning about my family? Oh no. But yeah, it seems like from this sentence I was caught up in the family business, doing heists and stuff, robbing people. So let's just say here's the Thanksgiving. But like, that's the holiday. Yeah, let's just say here's the Thanksgiving. You lift your juice and the others around the table join in. The Thanksgiving! Applause and stamping. Tommy throws his arm around your shoulders. Vera rises. Now, we've got a surprise for y'all, she says. Time for the fireworks. Whoa, 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 whoa. Aunt Vera, do you have the license and permits to even launch fireworks? Like, I get it, they sell them everywhere, but like, don't you need a permit for that stuff? Like, geez, you're handling explosives for God's sakes. Outside, darkness has fallen. Vera and the other grandparents start setting up in the garden, while Tommy leans against you on the porch. The fireworks burst in sparkling colors that burn when you blink. Lila squeals with delight at each explosion. Oh my god, I'm getting too excited. I'm stuttering on words, if you guys could tell already. You stand outside a little while, feeling the air on your skin, until Christine decrees that you should head inside to bed. Okay, I'm going to bed. Wait a minute, Tommy, Christine calls out. Can you help me in the kitchen? He gives you an apologetic grimace and goes along. There are murmurs from behind the door, and maybe it would be better if you just go upstairs. But Dad would be so angry if you missed out on listening. But Dad's in jail. How would he know? I'm not here to rob Tommy, am I? If I'm here to rob Tommy, that's a scummy thing to do. That's not cool. But like, that's their personal conversation. I don't want to get into it. And I guess if Tommy wants to say something, right? Tommy would, you know, let me know. Because that's what couples do. I'm gonna say I'm gonna miss out. Wait, but then, oh no, I'm forced to listen. I can't even go upstairs. I don't want to listen though. Alright, fine, we'll listen. That'd be so angry if you missed out on good information. Christine, Tommy, I've tried to make nice for the holiday, but I'm really not sure about Casey. There's all these stories and they don't add up, and aside from Tommy, Mom, you just don't get it. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Footsteps towards the door. He emerges. Oh! Were you listening at the door? He shakes his head sharply. Never mind. Come on, let's go up. I knew it. The mom knew something was up. But like, again, I still wouldn't have eavesdropped regardless. I would have just gone upstairs and been like, I didn't hear a goddamn thing. And here you are once more. In the small, cozy room, now lit by an orange-tinged bedside lamp. Tommy turns to watch you. Mom was being annoying. He rolls his eyes as if you know what it's like for a parent to complain about a partner. I like you, Casey. I really do. I hope coming here was better than staying in your dorm room. Maybe it was. He steps closer. Tommy carefully lays his hand on your shoulder, running his fingers up your neck. He has that warm look in his eyes, like he wants to kiss you, but is waiting till you're comfortable. I love you, he says softly, and your throat freezes. He's gonna go in for the kiss, right? What do I want to say? I'll let the kiss happen. I'm gonna let the kiss happen. Tommy's not frowning. It's okay, he says. I get it. You don't have to say it back. I know things are difficult with you. But I'll be here. It'll be okay. It won't. Someday along the line, you're going to hurt him. Whether you kiss him or step back, it's who you are. Oh man. Oh, this is so tough. This is so tough. This is so tough. Why is this so tough? God, relationships are hard. Someday along the line, you're gonna hurt him. Whether you kiss him or step back, it's who you are. God. Do I want to hurt him now? Or do I want to step back and just keep kind of a distance between us because there's something going on? I don't know. I guess I'll kiss him. You're kissing now, and everything's muffled and quick, and at least you don't have to think anymore. And it's not going to last. Nothing ever does. But at least for now, there's this. Yeah, enjoy the time you have with the significant other. Even though things might not work out later, I guess. But like, if you know things aren't gonna work out later, shouldn't you just break up on the spot then? Or something like that? Not on the spot, obviously, because this is Thanksgiving. That would be a really shitty thing to do. But if you know things aren't gonna work out, then just kind of say it, I guess. Don't like prolong it. And I guess don't waste the other person's time, I guess, right? Ending 2 of 4. Gaining support from your significant other. Oh, that's nice. You survived Thanksgiving dinner. Tommy loves you, even if you don't quite know how to handle that. Although you got most of your story straight, Tommy noticed you bending the truth a little, though he didn't mind. Aw, that's pretty nice. You know, the mom didn't suspect a thing. I'm safe. I survived Thanksgiving. Hallelujah! It was a great time. But like, yeah, even if you don't know how quite to handle it, like maybe the relationship is still new or fresh, or maybe you don't really understand how things would work out, just go along with it, try it out. Maybe you'll learn along the way and they'll open up your ideas and open you up as a person so you can learn and grow and develop yourself. All that kind of stuff, you know? But many thanks to Faye, Irina, Christy, Michaela, Phil, and Tez for testing. Hopefully I said that right. But yeah, I got ending 2 of 4, which is pretty good. I think that's a great ending. That's amazing, especially for Thanksgiving. But if you guys want to check this game out for yourself, or maybe get different endings to see what are the choices you could have made, unlike me, I'll leave a link down in the description down below if you guys want to check this game out for yourself. I highly recommend it. It's really fun. The story was really interesting, seeing the choices we made, trying to get through all the individual like scenes, and it's really interesting. I love to choose your own adventure stuff. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I thoroughly enjoyed this this little game. It was really fun, interesting as well, especially since today's Thanksgiving, or whenever I post this or upload it, it's Thanksgiving! But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you spend it with your family or your relatives, or hell, even by yourself. I hope you all have a safe and happy holiday with the ones you care about. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys!